to none of that stupid shit. But whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Not Will Smith trying to rewrite history and distance himself from Diddy like they were never friends for many years. We're in the era of celebs finally coming to the realization that Diddy is over and done with. And girl, when I tell y'all that celebs are panicking hard to distance themselves from him, it's a hot mess in Hollywood right now. And now Will Smith is trying to convince us that he and Diddy were never involved in the way that people think. Not only that, but there are reports that he may be planning to take legal steps against people who are tying him to Diddy. So what exactly does Will have to be so paranoid about? And is he really telling the truth, or is he just gaslighting us? Let's break it down. Before this drama with Diddy went down, there were reports that Diddy and Will were super tight, and their friendship was so close it sparked whispers about whether there was more to their bond, if you know what I mean. The gay rumors surrounded them got stronger when one of Diddy's former bodyguards came forward, dropping some juicy details. According to him, the two weren't just hanging out, they were allegedly hitting up gay parties together and were allegedly getting freaky deaky.
She was at a party before that they attended, and you said the party was weird? Tell me about that.
I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay no more. What the f is going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude.
Another one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards came out swinging with more tea, claiming Diddy was gay and had been involved in some private, intimate moments with a rapper. While the bodyguard kept the rapper's identity under wraps, the revelation had people talking.
Puff and this artist run out the room naked. And the artist said, "You ain't want to come up in there. It was a lot of freaky shit going on."
For those who might have missed it, Will Smith wasn't just a Hollywood superstar, he had a thriving rap career back in the day, complete with 4 Grammys in rap categories. So when Diddy's former bodyguard dropped that bombshell about Diddy getting a little too close for comfort with a rapper, it didn't take long for people to start pointing fingers at Will. Suddenly, the dots seemed to connect and folks began speculating that there might be a lot more to their relationship than met the eye. And let's not forget the 2022 Oscars drama. After Will smacked Chris Rock, Diddy was the first to swoop in and play peacemaker, which raised a few eyebrows. Could their bond explain why Diddy jumped in so quickly? It sure makes you wonder.
And Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the gold party, okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise.
When you really sit and think about it, the whole situation feels all kinds of suspicious. Will and Diddy have been fighting those DL rumors for what feels like forever. But honestly, at this point, it's starting to seem like there might have been a little truth hiding in plain sight all along. The situation got even worse when we found out that Will's marriage to Jada was a sham. And there was talk that his shenanigans with Diddy might have had a role to play in the marriage. And speaking of Jada, Jaguar Wright claimed that both Will and Jada are bisexual and have allegedly been caught up in some bizarre situations with young men in Hollywood. According to her, August Alsina wasn't the only rapper tangled up in an entanglement with the Smiths. But here's where it gets even crazier. Jaguar said these young men are supposedly so shaken by whatever goes down that they end up fleeing the Smiths' house screaming.
And young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills.
Jaguar being Jaguar was not afraid to drop some names because she name dropped some of the young rappers that were allegedly traumatized by Will and Jada.
Bashir Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
But that's not all, because Alexis Arquette claimed that his first marriage ended because his first wife, Sheree, caught him in bed with a man. Alexis wrote, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him, servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them. She, being his first wife, paid off, silent." But that's not all, because just like Diddy, Will Smith soon started facing some allegations of misconduct. For example, in a now deleted video, Trisha Paytas accused him of allegedly forcing her male dancers to sleep with him.
I'm not worried about your cheating husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to. How about talk about that?
There are also unconfirmed rumors that he might have helped Diddy use Bashir Gray to the point where Bashir had a mental breakdown and had to leave the industry. Bashir was introduced to Will Smith by his manager, Charlie Mack. Charlie had given Bashir a role on the show Empire, but Bashir was a newbie in the industry and needed mentorship. When Bashir joined Empire, it didn't take long for him to catch Will Smith's attention. Being the Hollywood heavyweight that he is, Will took Bashir under his wing, and the two developed what seemed like a solid mentor-mentee relationship. On paper, it sounded like a dream. Who wouldn't want career advice from one of the biggest names in the industry, right? Turns out things weren't as picture perfect as they seemed. Will saw potential in Brashear, not just as an actor, but as a rapper too. The funny thing is, Brashear always wanted to be a rapper. Acting was never the plan. It just kind of happened when he auditioned for Empire. The show's focus on music made it seem like a good stepping stone, and let's be real, the paycheck didn't hurt. Brashear needed the cash, so he rolled with it. Under Will's guidance, a meeting was set up with none other than Diddy. At the time, that seemed like the golden ticket for Brashear's music career. Diddy was a powerhouse in the industry, and the opportunity felt huge. But looking back now, with everything that's come to light about Diddy and Will, those red flags were practically screaming. Of course, back then, nobody had any idea about the secrets these two were hiding. Y'all remember how Jaguar Wright claimed that Will allegedly has a thing for young boys? Well, guess what? His bestie Diddy has been accused of the same thing. And apparently the feds have been keeping an eye on Diddy for over a decade now. Given everything we've heard about him, can we really say we're shocked? Probably not. It's starting to feel like these two had a lot more in common than just their Hollywood success, allegedly. Back in 2013, there were reports that Diddy was being investigated by federal agencies for sleeping with young boys. According to reports, during a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Roseman, the music manager turned kingpin, was reportedly questioned about the preferences of entertainers, including whether Sean Diddy Combs was having intimate relationships with young boys. Yeah, Diddy has been tied to some seriously shady stuff, and it's not surprising that Will Smith would want to distance himself from that kind of stuff. I mean, while he has never been accused of anything directly, these types of rumors can ruin his career, which explains why he is now speaking against it and distancing himself from Diddy big time. I mean, he even paused during a recent concert to announce that he was never Diddy's friend. You know, just so everyone had it clear and didn't get it twisted.
None of that stupid shit. Whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Well, this is what fans had to say in response to that. Who does he think he's fooling? Diddy should not go down alone by himself. He should be snitching on all of them. Basically, Will Smith handled his discretions responsibly and legally, unlike Sean Combs. I feel like he low-key told on Diddy, and so are the other celebs who say this. And Ninja stopped with the lies, the lies, the lies, in my candy voice. Yeah, it looks like people are not really buying what he's selling, but I want to know how y'all feel about him throwing his former bestie under the bus like this, because it's a hot mess. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and then check out this next video.